The Full Therapeutic Manual for Open Solar Plexus, Non-Defined Emotional Beings Part 1. Emotional Clarity, Deconditioning and Returning Home to Yourself. A therapeutic guide for anyone with an open or undefined solar plexus, aka the emotional energy body, presented to you with compassion, precision, and emotional truth. Important: to know whether you have an open or undefined solar plexus, please check your human design body graph first, or feel thoroughly if this video resonates with your personality or not. Introduction: you were born open in a world that was closed. People with an open, undefined solar plexus are born with emotional openness, emotional receptivity, emotional neutrality, emotional clarity, emotional calmness, emotional kindness, emotional warmth. This is your natural emotional state. But when you grow up in a world full of emotional volatility, emotional suppression, emotional manipulation, emotional inconsistency, emotional explosions, emotional distance, emotional fear, emotional absence, emotional abandonment, your openness turns into overwhelm. And your warmth becomes unsafe. This manual guides you back to your original emotional self, the self you had to suppress to survive. Chapter 1: The Emotional Mechanism of the Open Solar Plexus. The open or non-defined solar plexus absorbs, amplifies, internalizes, over-identifies, and then collapses under emotional waves that do not belong to them. Your emotional body operates like a sponge, a satellite, an amplifier, an emotional barometer. You do not generate consistent emotional waves. You reflect the emotional field around you. When conditioned, this becomes a curse. When deconditioned, it becomes a gift of wisdom. Chapter 2: The Lifelong Pattern, from Childhood to Adulthood. As a child you learned, I must keep the peace. My truth is dangerous. I am responsible for everyone's feelings. I need to stay small so others stay calm. I must be the good one. My needs don't matter. My emotions don't matter. Their disappointment means I'm bad. Kindness gets taken advantage of. Warmth gets rejected. Emotional chaos equals home. This created the survival strategies: pleasing, absorbing, walking on eggshells, emotional independence, emotional shutdown, self-silencing, emotional avoidance, suppressing truth, suppressing needs, suppressing desires, suppressing warmth, suppressing kindness. This is not personality. It is trauma-based emotional conditioning. As an adult you now struggle with emotional confusion, difficulty knowing what you feel, tolerating too much, picking up emotional garbage, losing yourself in relationships, shrinking to keep peace, shutting down tenderness, fearing emotional intensity, inability to express needs, battles with emotional truth, harshness and coldness under stress, emotional paralysis when overwhelmed. Again, this is not who you are. This is who you became to survive. Chapter 3: Emotional Clarity, My Emotion versus Not My Emotion. This is the core therapeutic skill. Not my emotion. When you are influenced by other people's emotions, it feels sudden, intense, overwhelming, chaotic, amplified. When the felt emotions are your own, it feels steady, calm, slow, clear, rooted, truthful. To recognize the owner of the emotions, you or any other, ask yourself, did this feeling exist before I entered the room? Does it match the situation? Is it too big for the trigger? Did it arrive suddenly? Does it feel familiar from childhood? If yes, it's not yours. Your borrowed emotions are loud, urgent, chaotic, demanding, identity shaking. Your true emotions are soft, subtle, informative, stabilizing, grounded. Knowing the difference changes everything. Chapter 4: Deconditioning Emotional Guilt and Responsibility. People with open SPs carry the most dangerous emotional wound: I am responsible for how everyone feels. This leads to guilt, shame, collapse, over-accommodation, panic around emotional discomfort. The truth: you are not responsible for anyone's emotional wave. Not your parents. Not your partners. Not your children's. Not your clients. Not the world's. You are only responsible for your presence, not their reaction. Chapter 5: The Trauma of Suppressed Warmth and Kindness. Your true nature is warm, soft, kind, open, emotionally intelligent, compassionate, gentle, loving. But the world taught you that warmth equals danger. So you armored. You hardened. You detached. You became emotionally cold under pressure. You suppressed tenderness. You abandoned your inner warmth. This was survival, not failure. Your warmth is not gone. It is buried under emotional pain that was never yours to carry. We will retrieve it in the Warmth Revival Protocol later on in our work. Chapter 6, Boundaries, your most important medicine. The open SB needs strong boundaries, not because you are weak, but because you are open. You must protect your nervous system, your energetic clarity, your emotional neutrality, your kindness, your warmth. Boundaries for you are not walls. They are filters. Your healing sentence, I can remain open without absorbing. Chapter 7, The 5 Pillars of Emotional Deconditioning. 1. Awareness, recognizing when you are absorbing. 2. Separation, my emotion versus not my emotion. 3. Neutralization, let it pass through me. 4. Reconnection, what do I actually feel? 5. Expression, truth that does not betray yourself. Once you complete these 5 pillars, you no longer drown in the emotional field of others. You become emotionally sovereign. Let's do the work in part 2.